I shoved open the frosted doors at Ravenshore Estate and heard my aunt snarl, "Double it, triple it, cancel that pathetic wedding." Ms. Dalton, the manager, was shaking. I'm Ivy Blake, clutching my dress sketches like armor. "Hey, Mom, what's the emergency?" I asked, not knowing I was stepping on a 20-year landmine. Aunt Veronica's face glitched. Shock, rage, pure disgust. My cousin Sloane crushed her designer clutch. "Ivy? Here?" Veronica hissed. "Yeah, to protect my wedding. You don't get to buy my happiness." Here's the part that hurts. My own family declared me dead the day I chose love over their money. Ever been erased by your blood? If you were me, what would you do? Fight or walk? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe. Because some truths need witnesses. "You're not a Blake anymore," she spat. "Watch me," I said. I pushed through the frosted doors at Ravenshore Estate, clutching my wedding sketches like they were a shield. First thing I heard, my aunt's voice, sharp as a broken martini glass. "Double it, triple it, cancel that pathetic wedding." Ms. Dalton, the venue manager, went pale. My heart did that horrible elevator drop thing. "Hey, Mom, what's the emergency?" I asked, pretending I didn't feel the floor tilting. Aunt Veronica spun like I'd crawled out of a grave she'd personally dug. Sloane, my cousin, crushed her little pearl clutch so hard I thought it might scream. "Ivy," Aunt V sneered. "You don't belong here." I smiled like a fox that just found the chicken coop unlocked. "That's funny. I'm the bride." And somewhere inside me, a door that had stayed bolted for 20 years blew off its hinges. Here's the truth nobody in my family wants to hear. The Blakes worship money like it can resurrect a soul. It didn't resurrect mine. They declared me dead the day I chose love over their Rolodex. So when Veronica tried to bulldoze my date using the old "we're important" routine, I pulled the emergency brake. "You don't get to buy my happiness," I said. "Not this time." She laughed, mean and slow. "Oh, sweetheart, everything is for sale." Hooked yet? Because this is where the blood really starts to show. If you've ever been erased by your own family, smashed by people who claim it's for your own good, tell me in the comments. Would you fight or walk away? Mom stiffened beside me, quiet, steady, the eye of a storm. "The contract stands," she told Ms. Dalton. "My daughter's wedding stays." Aunt V clicked her tongue. "Elaine, don't be ridiculous. Sloane's engagement to Preston Hale is the merger of the season. Senators, ambassadors, real influence." I could feel my palms sweat. Old me would have folded. New me had receipts. "You mean the same Preston who paid someone to take his econ finals? The one who wrapped a Ferrari around a coffee shop while high on his dad's painkillers?" Sloane flinched. Ms. Dalton blinked. Veronica whispered, "Careful, Ivy." I didn't care. I took the gloves off, because sometimes survival means bruising your own knuckles. "Tell me, Aunt V, how many lies does it take to buy a reputation that still won't cover the stench?" She came for me. "You always had a talent for dramatics." My laugh tasted like metal. "And you always had a talent for looking the other way." I remembered the wrist cast, the silk scarf at Christmas hiding a bruise the size of a plum. The excuses, horseback fall, ski mishap, clumsy me. If you're hearing this in your earbuds right now, you know that ache, the one that flares when adults treat you like you can't do math on pain. "How many accidents does it take?" I asked, voice shaking, "before we call it what it is?" Veronica's eyes went flat. "You don't know what you're talking about." But her voice? It cracked like old paint. Sloane tried to save it with a smile that hurt to look at. "Let's keep this civil." Civil? The word landed like a slap. Was it civil when they cut me off? When they told people I was unwell after I moved in with Mason, a paramedic finishing med school, instead of climbing onto Preston's yacht? Was it civil when my grandmother's pearls disappeared from my jewelry box, by accident, the week I sent back a donor's check with a sticky note that said, "Not for sale"? If you're mad right now, good. Share this. Someone in your circle needs to hear that love isn't a commodity. Ms. Dalton whispered, Should I call security? My mom said no. I said yes. Veronica said, try it. And that's when I realized bullies expect you to stay 12 years old forever. They expect your voice to shake, your lungs to give out before the truth exits your mouth. So I steadied mine. This is my line in the sand, I told them. My wedding stays, your merger kneels. My aunt's lips curled. You're not a Blake anymore. Watch me, I said, and felt my spine turn to tempered glass. If you were me, standing in a room where money decides how human you're allowed to be, what would you do? Drop a comment. Hit like so the algorithm doesn't bury this, because this is only the beginning, and you haven't even heard the worst of it. The thing about family secrets, they rot in the dark. They don't disappear. They ferment, pressurize, hiss through the wallpaper until one day the house starts to smell like grief and nobody can pretend it's a candle anymore. That day was today. Sloane's voice wobbled, then steadied in a way that scared me. Preston was high at our engagement party, she said. He left to meet his dealer. We told everyone it was a stomach bug. She laughed, a small, broken sound, and something inside me softened and hurt at the same time. All men have their vices, Aunt V murmured. That line, that poison lullaby women hand each other when we're drowning and want the splash to sound pretty. I looked at her and said, That's what you told yourself about Uncle Warren, right? Her face didn't move. Her eyes begged me to shut up. How many times? I asked quietly. How many scarves? How many sunglasses indoors? Silence. And then Sloane, again with a bomb I didn't see coming. I'm 10 weeks pregnant. The room tilted. Ms. Dalton covered her mouth. My mom reached for a chair. Preston doesn't know, Sloane said. He wouldn't remember if I told him. Veronica inhaled like someone had cut off her oxygen. You will not ruin this merger. That word again, merger. Not marriage, not child, merger. If you felt your stumped stomach knot just now, you're not alone. Drop a heart in the comments for every girl who's been traded like a share price. I turned to Sloane. Do you want to keep the baby? Her eyes filled. I want a life that isn't a press release. And that's when the ledger burst. Sloane pulled up screenshots, clinic bills in Veronica's name. 2 before me, 1 after, she said, voice soft but slicing. All poor timing for Dad's career. My chest burned. I looked at my aunt, the woman who taught me how to hold a teacup so the world would think I was gentle. And there it was, the quake behind the perfect posture. You don't understand what it was like, she whispered. The pressure. Your grandfather has been dead 15 years, I said. Who are you performing for now? This is the part where I wish I could tell you I stayed cool. I didn't. I was trembling so hard my sketches rattled. Because I remembered the voicemails I'd left for Veronica after the charity gala with the Too Perfect cast. I remembered the resources I texted, the hotline numbers, the I'm here, and the silence that came back like a slammed door. If you've ever begged a woman you love to save herself and watched her choose the fire because the fire has chandeliers, please share this. Someone else needs your courage tonight. Veronica blinked and the armor slipped. I loved someone once, she said. He was a teacher. My parents said marry Warren or lose everything. She swallowed. I chose security. And then she did something I never expected. She looked right at me and Sloane, palms open like a truce. I punished anyone who chose differently, she said. I punished you. I felt this weird heat climb my throat. Anger and pity battling like boxers who hate it more when the bell rings. You can stop now, I told her. You can stop today. Sloane wiped her eyes. I want out, she said. From the deal, the lies, the waiting for the next accident. I want my own apartment. I want to finish the psychology degree everyone said was beneath me. I saw the girl she could have been if nobody clipped her wings and sold the feathers, and I made a promise out loud. If you leave, I'll help you. Veronica laughed, broken but real. With what money? She said. With mine, Sloane answered, chin up. Grandma's trust is ironclad. You taught me contracts matter, Mother. Hook, twist, release. Here's my question for you. I told the camera in my head, the one I pretend records every time survival requires a witness. If the people who raised you built their house on shame, do you set it on fire, or do you pull them out room by room? Tell me in the comments how you'd do it, and hit share if you're sick of daughters being turned into dowries. Because the truth didn't just surface today. It demanded rent for every year it lived in our silence. After the shouting, after the confessions that tasted like salt and old metal, came the part everyone forgets to show, the choosing. My mom, steady as a lighthouse, looked at Ms. Dalton and said, "The contract stands. Ivy's wedding is October 12th. No tremor, no apology." For a second, I wanted to crawl into her pocket and live there. Veronica opened her mouth, closed it. Sloane stepped forward. "Keep the date," she told me. "It's yours. It always was." That's when the pressure in my skull eased just enough to breathe. If you're still here, if you're listening in your car, or washing dishes, or walking your dog at 2 a.m., hear this. Sometimes the miracle isn't forgiveness. It's logistics. A yes that can't be bought. A signature that doesn't shake. I wish you could have seen Mom's face. Gentle pride, warrior calm. She'd watched me get carved out of the family tree, and she kept watering the stump anyway. "You did the hard thing," she whispered. "You didn't sell your future." I nearly lost it, because here's the pain I don't film. Loving people who love their reflection more than your heartbeat. The little funerals you hold for versions of your family that never existed. "You're not a Blake anymore," Veronica had said. And maybe she was right. Maybe I'm something new. Maybe you are too. Then came the strangest turn. Veronica straightened, eyes red, voice clear. "I'm leaving Warren," she said. "I have a law degree collecting dust and a spine I forgot I owned. Let the country club choke on it." Did I believe her? Not fully. Trauma doesn't untie itself because we clap, but it was the first true sentence I'd heard from her in years. And when she added, "I'm sorry, Ivy," I felt the ground give, not to swallow me, but to make room. Sloane laughed, wet and sweet. "You could do divorce law," she said. "Your specialty. Women who've had enough." We actually smiled. 3 women picking up the same hammer for once. And then, like a lifeline, my phone buzzed. "Mason. Saving lives, missing you. 10 weeks to go." My lungs remembered how to work. Let me say this straight. He is not rich, not famous, and not convenient. He is the person who shows up. Bloody scrubs, bad jokes, soft hands. He's building a free clinic on the days socialites book champagne facials. He loves me in a way money can't counterfeit. If that offends people who measure worth in guest lists, good. Be offended, like this video, and make the algorithm nervous. Sloane touched my arm. "Does Mason need psychology services at the clinic?" she asked. "I don't want to plan a yacht wedding anymore. I want to help. That's the value I want to add to this story. Not just dragging secrets into the light, but laying foundations where nobody expected us to build." "Yes," I said. "We need you." Because healing isn't a speech, it's a schedule. It's sign-ups and spreadsheets and showing up on the boring days. We walked out into the hallway. Me, Mom, Sloane, Veronica. 4 shadows that looked less like enemies and more like witnesses. "Coffee?" Veronica asked, tentative. "Public place, broad daylight. Maybe a mediator," I said. She smiled, a new kind of tired. "Fair?" Sloane squeezed my hand. "Can I come to your wedding? Not to compete, just to celebrate." I thought of the years she was taught to win at any cost. "Bring those sea salt brownies," I told her. "Bring the recipe." She laughed, honest and loud. "No more secrets," she said. "No more secrets," I agreed. So here's my hook, and it's real. In 10 weeks, I'll marry a man who will never make the Forbes list, but will make a waiting room full of strangers believe in tomorrow. There won't be senators. There will be the clinic nurses, the night shift crew, the veterans from my art therapy group, and maybe, If the universe is as wild as it felt this morning, an aunt who finally chose herself, and a cousin who learned the word enough. If you were me, standing at the edge of a life you built with your own hands, would you invite the people who once set it on fire to come watch you dance? Tell me. Drop your answer. Share this with a friend who's rewriting their name. And subscribe if you want the next chapter, because this time, I'm not letting anyone else narrate it for me. Walking out of Ravenshore, I felt two things: relief like fresh air after a fire, and grief for the rooms I grew up in that were built on smoke. My wedding date stands. My mom stood with me. Veronica and Sloan say they're choosing different lives. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I finally chose mine. And here's the quiet truth I kept dodging. Love without self-respect is just another deal, and silence is the down payment. Today, I stopped paying. I keep replaying the moment I said, "Watch me," and wondering, am I in the wrong? Was I cruel to push? Or was I kind in the only language bullies hear? Boundaries. The lesson I'm taking with me is simple and hard. Protect your peace out loud, sign the contract with your courage, and let other people be mad about it. Anger can't invoice you if you don't accept delivery. If you've ever chosen yourself and shook while doing it, tell me below, what would you have done inside that office? Like this if it helped you breathe. Share it with someone stuck between love and loyalty. And subscribe if you want the messy updates from the next 10 weeks.